Let me tell you something right now. Without commitment, you'll never start. But without consistency, you will never finish. And I know you've heard me say that before, but today I want to talk directly to you, face to face, because I want you to understand that this is not just a phrase I use in speeches. This is my life. This is my truth. This is what has carried me through every storm, every doubt, every rejection, every moment when it would have been easy to quit. And I want you to hear it in my voice, because I know some of you out there are tired of starting and stopping, tired of waiting for the perfect moment, tired of feeling like you can't move forward unless you feel motivated. But I'm here to tell you that motivation will fail you, feelings will betray you, excitement will fade, but discipline will never leave you. Discipline is the foundation. Discipline is the formula. Discipline is the secret to everything you think you want in life, whether it's success in your career, whether it's wealth, whether it's love, whether it's purpose, whether it's freedom, whether it's legacy. It all comes down to one word: discipline. And if you don't build it, you will stay stuck. You will stay dreaming instead of achieving. You will stay wishing instead of winning. Because dreams without goals remain dreams, and goals without discipline remain empty promises. And I know this because I lived it. I grew up in Mount Vernon, New York. I didn't come from money. I didn't come from privilege. I didn't come from guarantees. I came from a place where distraction and failure were all around me. But I had a mother who prayed for me. I had a father who worked hard, and I had choices. And the choice I made again and again was to keep showing up, to keep practicing, to keep learning, to keep working, even when I didn't feel like it. And that is why I am standing here speaking to you today, because discipline, not motivation, carried me here. And I need you to understand that the people you admire, the athletes, the entrepreneurs, the leaders, the artists, none of them rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. They rely on doing what they must do, whether they feel like it or not. And that's why I'm talking to you now, because I want you to wake up. I want you to realize that you've been waiting too long. You've been saying, "I'll start tomorrow," too many times. You've been depending on feelings that come and go, instead of building the habit that stays. And tonight, today, whenever you're hearing this, I want you to make a decision. A real decision to stop chasing motivation and start building discipline, because that is the success formula. That is the truth. That is the path. And it is not easy, but it is worth it. Because let me ask you something. How many times have you been motivated in the morning and lazy by the afternoon? How many times have you felt inspired after watching a video like this one, but done nothing about it the next day? How many times have you promised yourself you would change, only to let yourself down? If that's you, don't be ashamed. Don't feel guilty. Just accept that motivation is not enough. It never was. It never will be. What you need is discipline. Discipline when you don't feel like it. Discipline when you're tired. Discipline when no one is watching. Discipline when nobody claps for you. Discipline when failure looks you in the eye and laughs. Discipline when comfort calls you back to bed. That's what you need. That's the formula. And let me share something personal. When I was at Fordham University, I wasn't polished. I wasn't certain. I wasn't the man you see today. But I was willing to keep showing up. When I found the theater, when I found acting, I committed. I worked. I studied, I rehearsed, and I kept going even when I failed. And I failed a lot. I lost auditions. I got rejected. But I kept moving because I had discipline. And eventually, those small, consistent steps turned into something greater than I ever imagined. And the same will happen for you if you commit, if you discipline yourself, if you keep going. And let me tell you something else. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Let me say that again. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship, because when things are easy, you stop pushing. When things are easy, you get lazy. When things are easy, you get comfortable, and comfort kills dreams. But hardship forces you to grow. Hardship makes you stronger. Hardship is where discipline is born, and if you learn to embrace it, if you learn to push through it, if you learn to fall forward, then nothing will stop you, because every failed experiment is one step closer to success. Every setback is a setup for a comeback, and I am living proof of that. And so are countless others. But here's the difference. They chose discipline. They chose to get up. They chose to move. And now I'm asking you to do the same, because I don't want you to look back 10 years from now and realize that you wasted your potential waiting to feel motivated. No, I want you to look back and say, I built discipline, I built consistency, I built habits, and now I'm living the life I once dreamed about. That is what I want for you. That is why I'm speaking to you right now. And I know some of you are thinking, but Denzel, it's hard. Yes, it's hard. It's supposed to be hard. If it were easy, everybody would do it. But the fact that it's hard is what makes it valuable. The fact that it's hard is what separates the winners from the quitters, the leaders from the followers, the disciplined from the distracted. So stop complaining that it's hard and start celebrating that you have the chance to rise above. Because let me tell you something, discipline creates freedom, not the other way around. Discipline in your finances creates financial freedom. Discipline in your health creates physical freedom. Discipline in your time creates freedom to do what matters. Discipline in your craft creates mastery and opportunity. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is liberation. It is the key to your dreams. And I don't care what field you're in. I don't care where you start. If you build discipline, you will rise. Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to write down your goals, real goals, not vague wishes. Write them down, because dreams without goals remain dreams. Then I want you to break them into steps, daily habits, small acts of discipline you can commit to, even if it's just reading for 10 minutes, saving $5, doing 20 push-ups, practicing one skill. Do it every day, no matter what, because consistency compounds. And after 30 days, you will feel the difference. After 90 days, you will see the difference. After 1 year, you will become the difference. But only if you start now. So I'm challenging you right now. I'm asking you, will you commit to discipline? Will you build habits? Will you stop waiting for motivation? If you will, I want you to say it out loud. Say, I commit. And if you're watching this, write it in the comments. Let the world know. Let yourself know that today is the day you chose discipline over motivation, because this is your turning point. This is your wake-up call. This is your chance to change your life. And I promise you, if you do, if you stick with it, your future will be greater than your past. Your dreams will become reality. Your life will be a testimony. And you will thank yourself for making this decision today. So don't waste another moment. Subscribe to this channel, join this community, because we are building something together. We are building a movement of disciplined achievers, and together we will rise, together we will succeed, because the formula works. And the formula is simple. It's not motivation, it's discipline. And if you live by it, you will win, I guarantee it. Now remember this, motivation is a spark, but discipline is the fire. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. Motivation is a feeling, but discipline is a choice. And if you want success, choose discipline every time, because that is the real success formula, and your journey starts now.